Good morning. We're off to look at an apartment community that I bought for $5 million of my own money. The reason I bought the apartment community is it was a little rundown. The location is really beautiful. What my plan is to actually go rehab it, like give it some TLC, which it needs. I've already started. It does need a little more TLC, but my plan is to sell it for $7 million. So a question I get asked a lot is, Hamza, you're going to buy this apartment community $5 million and sell it for $7 million. Does that mean you're going to pocket $2 million? No, you do not pocket $2 million. And the reason for that is we actually have to put money in this apartment community. So you have to be very careful when people tell you, oh, I bought this for $100,000 and I sold it for $300,000. Well, that may be the case, but how much money did you put in the deal? So in this case, I'm going to be putting about $500,000 into this deal, rehabbing it. I'm going to get new gates, a camera system, which you're going to get to see in just a second, thanks to the power of editing. Let me take you guys inside, show you what the office looks like. So we just bought this apartment community. We actually removed that sign over there so nobody knows what the apartment community is called, so you guys don't come here. Okay. Hey guys, this is Yusra. She actually manages all the apartment communities that we own, and she takes care of basically everything from rehab to dealing with property managers, even things like accounting and financing. She makes sure the books are right. So basically she runs the entire apartment business that we have.
Thank you for that introduction.
So tell us now, what are we doing here? What was the plan here with the landscaping?
The plan here with landscaping is we're going to fill in any gaps. We just had a storm in February, like a few cold days, and these plants survived. So we're going to keep whatever type of plants survived. Right here, we're going to have a flower bed. We have a sign coming up. Oh my God.
And that's Jessica over there. She manages all our properties directly, so she's on site. She takes care of all our apartment complexes. Well, right now we don't have that many, so we only have this one, which is good. And we're hoping to turn this one around really quickly so we can get into more apartment complexes. When we bought the property, all these carports, let me get in the shade. All these carports were actually like really dark and filthy, and they look really bad. And they actually, like, you know, it's an easy fix, it's an easy repair, and it makes the property really look good. So now what we did is we painted everything white and we cleaned it all up and we numbered it. Very basic stuff. Anybody can do that. It doesn't cost too much money. Very easy repair, and it really adds a lot of value to the property very quickly. It's something you can do in like a day or two, and it increases the value of your property by a lot. Because the property, the brick is really good. The doors definitely need to go not red anymore, so okay. Put some kind of teal or something into them.
Teal?
Yeah, probably like a lighter.
Have you seen, well, jade was gray, right?
Yeah, but I think this will also look good with that similar scheme, yeah. And the color scheme on that's really good. And the reason I say that is because the roofs are very similar to the Jade Forest apartment roofs also, so it'll match. Because right now it's just too much red going on. You need something to break it.
Yes. Hamza never saw what Westwood Pool ended up looking like.
Right? You sold it?
Before we sold
really?
it. But I it was black. It was black.
Yeah, I mean this was black when we bought it.
8%.
This was horrible. Because we need more tables, more chairs, we need like umbrellas. You know, we need something. Like this looks horrible.
Pool rules.
I would like to have it open for April.
Even pool rules. Like what is this?
Hello.
Yes.
How are you, Miguel?
So bad. So we need to upgrade this whole system, and we need to make it look good. Like when we bought this, by the way, just so you guys know, this we had to repaint the entire fence. We had to put our own notices, which are temporary, obviously, and we had to put that. But like when we bought it, it was really run down, and it was really, really in poor condition. The entire property, not just the pool. I mean, the pool was in bad shape, and the pools are difficult to maintain, so a lot of landlords will just leave them. But the rest of the property was pretty run down, and now I don't know if you guys can tell, but we washed this entire property. Like literally, we washed all this brick, we washed all the roofs. Next step will be to make it look like presentable. Would be all these windows. We're not going to replace them. However, we are going to replace broken panels in these windows because it's important. Like we have some units, like I don't know if you can zoom over there and show them. Like there's literally like a panel on the glass that's missing over there, and that's something that's literally unacceptable. And you know, this is an investment. We want to make money, but we also want the tenants to be happy. That's kind of how we make money. Most people get this confused and they get it wrong. They think that the landlord sets rental prices when that is not true. The tenants set rent prices, right? Depending on how much value you bring to them, they're going to be willing to pay. If you don't bring any value, guess what? They're not going to want to pay you. So in that case, in that scenario, someone like me who buys this property for 5 million could probably sell it back if I don't add any value for 4 million. I could end up losing money. So the money is made when I create value in these deals, which is why I bring my teams out on site and we take a look at exactly what is going on. Let's take a look inside. They're inside one of the units. Let's take a look. We got flooring, got siding, and we're painting. It's looking nice. The carpet's looking good. Got a little bit of repair work here. Of course, now this is not a completed unit, but it will be very soon. And once it is, you know, it's going to be in good shape for rent. Like if you look at this bathroom is not completed, obviously, because you can see, like, you know, there's junk down there. The shower's leaking, you know, and that's all money that I have to put in to create value. So this is a unit that we're working on. It's going to be finished hopefully in the next couple of days or so. It looks like it's on its final stages of like cleanup. But I'm going to show you a unit that we are working on that is being heavily rehabbed right now. So let me show you guys this unit, just so you get an idea of how much work is really needed in these apartment communities. Look at this. No floor, no sockets. You know, I bet the AC doesn't work. I bet there's a lot of work that we're going to need to put. I'm probably going to have to put thousands of dollars into something like this. Look at this. Come see this, man. This is interesting. Show them the bathroom. Show them this. This is destroyed. Like, this is gonna have to be completely regutted and, you know, made brand new from scratch. And this is kind of how we create value. Look at this bedroom. Look at this. It's a mess. There's a lot of precipitation. Oh, there's paint. Look at that. Got wet paint on my elbow, showing you guys what, you know, what kind of work we need to put into this deal. But point is that, look, this needs a lot of work. You know, this needs to probably go. Windows are in bad shape. The trim is horrible. Carpet needs to be replaced. And we're working on it, and it takes time. So it's interesting because we can now see tenants opening up their windows to look at us. And so you have a few tenants that you can see them sliding their blinds, sliding their windows to see, because, you know, I mean, they're curious. They want to know what the hell is going on. What are these people doing? Why are they here, right? And so we come, and it's really good that we show our faces so that they know that we are actually doing the work, right? But in exchange, they know that they're going to expect probably their next contract to go up because we're putting in all this work and we're spending all this money on the property. So I think it's important. A lot of people don't do that. I didn't used to do that before, but because this is such a small deal, I'm comfortable enough to where I can come and actually even talk to tenants and tell them, hey, look, you know, we're coming in, we're doing all this work. Would you be okay paying, you know, X amount of dollars more? And in most cases, they usually are. Some cases, they're not. And in that case, you know, we have to find somebody new. But in most cases, tenants are generally understanding of what value we're bringing when we come into a property. Very important for all properties. It represents the entire property, how good your sign is. Now, although this sign was very good, presentable, first thing we do when we come in is we change the sign. We come in, we put a nice, beautiful monument sign, because when tenants see, or potential tenants see, beautiful monument signs, guess what? That means the interiors of the units are probably just as good as your sign. And right now, although this is acceptable and okay, it's not excellent. And we want excellence. Look, these guys are also working on landscaping. So we're working. We just bought this property literally 30 days ago. We're doing all this work to it. And we're gonna, you know, hopefully be able to get a good ROI in a short amount of time. Now, the other thing I want to say is that I personally do not like property management. I don't enjoy property management. I enjoy this, which is the turnaround process. So as soon as I turn it around, stabilize the property, make it a good cash cow, my goal then is to actually sell it to somebody who's gonna value the cash flow of the deal. Other than that, really, my job really is to come in, make sure that I can turn things around and make them really, you know, presentable, good, and an opportunity for the future owners of this type of deal. All right, guys, we're done at the property. We basically overviewed, took a look at what everybody's going to be doing. We gave them their tasks for the next couple of weeks, including my sister. And now we're going to hold everybody accountable, make sure they do their things so that we can sell this property on time. We need to sell it by March. You guys are here, so hopefully in March we'll get to see whether we accomplished what we started out to accomplish. Right now, we're gonna go take a small meeting with a close friend of mine who is a mentor of mine, and the best part is he doesn't even know that he's a mentor of mine. This is something that I tell people. Your mentors don't really need to know that they're your mentors. You can literally grab a cup of coffee with them and they wouldn't even know, and we're getting all of this value, and all we had to do in exchange is either buy them lunch or a cup of coffee. Are you ready? I'm ready. Habibi, let's go!
Yeah. Hi, how are you? Okay.
Okay, but if you don't, just let us know. Because,
No. If there's something financially related. But
so just,
no.
yeah,
But
just let us know.
you will use your discretion. They told him, and he said, "How do you know?" You'll appreciate this actually. He said, "How do you know that's where you spend your time?" He said, "I just know." And he said something really super wise. He said, sometimes people confuse what they're thinking about all the time with what they're working on.
Right.
But you could be doing tasks in one area of your life, but thinking about something else. And because you were thinking about that, you think it's occupying more of your time than it actually is.
Right.
I'll introduce all three of you and then step out and let you guys go from there. I've got to go. Good to see you. Good to see you. Nice to meet you, brother.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
Meeting went great. I think we bounced a lot of ideas. Look, like I told you guys, sometimes you have mentors and they really don't know they're your mentors, and you're just sitting there having a good, honest conversation with them. I actually learned more than I probably would, seriously, wasting my time or spending my time doing something else like this. To me, honestly, was the best use of what were an hour and a half. Believe me, I have so much knowledge, and we got offered multiple opportunities that we can do business in and actually make money. One of them, potentially make a couple of $1 million in a few short months. When I say few short months, probably it'll be a lot longer than that, maybe a year. But we get to make a couple of $1 million just because of a conversation that we decided to have over a short period of time. So totally worth it. Yeah, we're back home. This is the ultimate hack for all vegetarians. So a lot of people don't know this, but I do this all the time and I can eat from wherever I want. So Wendy's burger, single, all you do is ask them for the meat patty on the side. So they'll put it on the side. They put everything else in the burger and you can eat. There you go. So you have fries, you have a burger that's vegetarian, and a Coke, and you're good to go. And we're going over the content from yesterday, which you guys will see, I guess, today or tomorrow. But it's pretty sick content. So you guys want to stay tuned, subscribe, hit that like button. I don't know, are we doing this for YouTube? If we are, do all those things. If we're not, then don't do any of those. So you know how yesterday we were talking about starting a business? Mm-hmm. Well, today we had a conversation, and turns out our friend, a really smart guy, presented an opportunity that I think in reality will make you and your friend at least $250 a year.
Nice.
And it's a seasonal business,
Uh-huh.
and you only have to work about 6 months out of the year.
Well, what is it?
And that's it. It's tax protesting. Everybody needs to protest their real estate taxes here in America because they want to pay less tax, right?
Yeah.
So they pay this company a fee, which we're going to become a part of, hopefully, if everything works out. And if we just help them grow, they're going to give us 50% of the company, which is roughly around $500,000 a year in your pocket.
What's the growth?
We'll have to grow it through social media, of course, and whatever we're doing here. So you guys need to protest your taxes. I'm not going to tell you the name of the company just yet because I haven't bought into it and I don't want them to grow without me being a part of it. I'm just kidding. For sure, stay tuned because she could be a new owner of a business that she literally wanted yesterday. That's it. That's it.